crazy video from me today just because I feel like it. My granddad's asleep and I don't get to have this much fun all the time. So I thought, well, I'm going to do another crazy video. Kids are all gone back to school. You want something, to make for them for breakfast for school, right? So why not chocolate gravy, right? So I'm going to do a really quick chocolate gravy. Oh, and another thing to make your life even better, even a little bit more simpler, is that you can buy frozen biscuits. You know what I love about frozen biscuits? If you just want 2 or 3 biscuits, then you can just pull out 2 or 3 biscuits, put them in a pan, and stick them in the oven. You don't have to cook all of them. And I know, like, if you buy the Pillsbury biscuits in the can, then if you open the can, you got to cook all of them. But say you only have one child, and so you really only want to cook like 2 biscuits or something. With frozen biscuits, you can just cook 1 or 2. So first, anyways, back to our chocolate gravy. A little bit of flour. Okay. My husband just walked out the door. He probably hears me in here making a video. He already thinks I'm crazy. He already knows I'm crazy. After 24 years, he knows I'm crazy. So we're over that one. Okay, now I do want my flour to brown a little bit, or to, start cooking some before I add the cocoa. We are making chocolate gravy if you're just now tuning in to another one of my crazy videos. I'm having a little fun right now because my granddad's asleep. So, before he wakes up and starts hollering for me while I'm cooking, I'm going to see how fast I can get this done. But this is perfect and it's great because kids are going back to school. And so, kids love chocolate. So now, why not make them a chocolate gravy? Okay, so flour is looking good. Oh, I forgot my butter. I want to get a stick of butter. And a stick of butter. And I'm going to use salted butter because I'm not putting any salt in here, in this. Okay, so flour's good enough. Now, this is like a 1/4 cup. So now I'm going to stick some cocoa. I have unsweetened cocoa. And I've got about 1/4 cup in there. I'm going to add a little bit more. I want mine like really chocolatey. Not much more, but it's y'all's kitchen. So right now, yeah, we're in my kitchen. This is my kitchen, so I'm going to do it my way. Do my thing here. Okay, so there's the flour. And there is the cocoa. Unsweetened. Now, this is where it gets good, y'all. Oh, that's the flour. I gotta get my sugar out of the cabinet. And, I might tap this camera a little bit trying to get my sugar out because I didn't get it out ahead of time before starting this other crazy video I decided to make. So, at the last minute because I'm a random person. Okay? So, here we go. Here is some sugar. This is a cup of sugar. Yeah, put a cup of sugar in there. I don't really think you need any more than that. You can use less than that. But you don't want it to be bitter because cocoa, unsweetened cocoa, is bitter. That's why you want to add your sugar. And if you've seen any of my other cooking videos, then you know I'm crazy. So, I don't really follow a recipe. I mean, I do sometimes, but, I kind of do my own thing when I'm in the kitchen. I try to, make it my own, and I've been making this recipe for a while. My grandmother, I believe, used to make this, so now Now it's getting really good because I just added a stick of butter to this. Now, if you have family, you know, you're trying to watch your sugar intake or their sugar intake or your butter, you can cut your sugar in half. You don't have to use as much sugar as I did. You don't have to use as much butter as I am, but I do usually use a stick of butter when I make this. You can look up chocolate gravy on YouTube and see how other people make it. Not everybody uses butter, and I got to start turn my fire down because it's up a little too high, and start stirring this. My cocoa is going to burn. And let me get my milk out. And start pouring some milk in there. Pouring some milk in there. And then use my whisk and get this going. Now, if you see clumps in it right away, that's okay. Usually because that'll melt, that chocolate and stuff, and it'll break down. I really would have been a good idea for me to add the milk first before the butter and start whisking this. Usually I am a pretty darn good cook, but I'm being kind of random and crazy, I guess. So normally when you cook, temperature is everything. So if you can control your temperature, then you can make really good, delicious food. I am very one-track minded, so it's very, very hard for me to do more than one thing at once. So as you can see, I'm trying to talk and, videotape this while making this gravy. So, I'm not very good at that. But y'all got the gist of it. But control your temperature when you start off doing this. I would have it on medium. Mine was on high a while ago. Big no-no. And I usually keep stirring it. And as gravy cooks, if any of y'all have ever made gravy, then you know that it thickens up as it cooks. So it's starting to thicken. So if I want to thin this out a little bit, I am just going to add a little more milk. There isn't a certain amount of milk to use. There's not a certain amount of flour really for you to use. Or sugar. If you've ever made gravy before, the gist of this chocolate gravy is flour, cocoa powder, sugar, butter, and milk. Now I have seen some people put vanilla in their chocolate gravy. I've never done that before, so I don't put it in mine. But anyways, that's the gist of it. And I just kind of keep stirring it with a whisk. I usually always stir my gravy with a whisk to keep it from clumping. But since I started this video out kind of bad, I think I had my temperature too high. That's a big no-no when you cook. Temperature control is everything. In my opinion, in my book, and in my kitchen, temperature control is everything. I don't know how you do it, but this is how I do it. I'm going to add a little more milk. Then I'm going to turn my fire way down to low. And I put some biscuits in the oven. So I guess I'm having chocolate gravy and biscuits for dinner. No, but I will probably have one, so yeah. But I can put this in the refrigerator. So if I had my kids are all grown, hallelujah. empty nest, and I do not have empty nest syndrome anymore. I have one son that keeps coming back home to sleep and to eat, and then my other son pops his head around the corner every once in a while. Mom, what'd you cook? What do you have in there to eat? Where's the food? You didn't make anything? I'm hungry. I don't have any food at home. Do you have anything I can take home? And now he's even asking for his roommates. Mom, do you have some food we can take home? Can you cook some more enchiladas? My roommates really, really like your cooking. So, okay, whatever. And then I have my daughter, she, and my grandbabies. I haven't got to see them in a while. They moved to Seminole. I'm sad. Okay, so I'm talking too much now, and my gravy looks done. It looks great. So, anyways, if you have kids, back to the point I was going to make a while ago. If you have kids, this is good for them, for breakfast, before school. You can make it the night before. You can put it in the refrigerator. You can warm it up the next day. Instead of buying biscuits in the containers, you can buy frozen biscuits. So like if you have one child and you just want to pull out one biscuit for her breakfast, you can pull out one frozen biscuit, put it in the oven and let it cook. Warm your gravy up if you cooked it the night before, and then boom, breakfast is done. Biscuits and chocolate gravy, and taste it when you're through cooking it. Make sure it's the sweetness that you like and everything, and if it's not sweet enough for you, you can always add more sugar. So, alright. Thanks, and y'all saw me, my fat face and everything, because I usually don't like to film myself because I've gained so much weight being quarantined in this house for a year. So, anyways, okay, talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.